Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from UncleSte Gamers, and welcome. So today I've got something quite interesting to show you. I've got a little bit of a tram system that actually takes me around my subsurface base. Now this base is actually located underneath the missile silo that I showed you in a previous video, and I'm working on it this moment. We're doing a lot of different subsectors. We've got the silos at that end, we've got a drone escape route, and we have a hangar. So I'm going to show you this tram system and show you how to set one up. Now the tram systems in this game that people have built so far are alright, but they're a little bit ineffective in some areas. So this way, using the GPS system allows us to do a hassle-free method. So we've not got any rails up above, we've just got a very simple sort of ship that is going to fly through these tunnels. So we're actually going to enter through the side, and we're going to lock the door behind us, so the door is sealing, and you can see we can actually just sit in here very comfortably. We've got a table, we've got some drawers to store some items, and at the back we also have a crate. So now that we're inside and we're comfortable, we can actually activate our menu and we can see where we want to go. So I think the first place we're going to go is actually towards just the drone sort of exit point for this sort of server area. So we're going to tick that. I could use a button system, but the problem with the button system at the moment is it doesn't work for autopilot, so that's something that will hopefully be updated in the future, and I'll just be able to activate a number of buttons to take me where I want. So you can see we're breezing through this hallway really smoothly. It looks really cool as well as we're transferring through it. Got a little view of the character inside the actual station ship itself. So at this point, the central hub, it should turn the ship and then line it up with its new coordinates. That's the drone exit point that is marked there with tunnel B. So we should fly straight towards that now. You can see the areas around us changing. It's perfect for transporting a crew. Maybe you've got some fighters in a different area of your base and you want to get all the fighter crews to that area really fast. Maybe you're under attack or something. You could use this method instead of using the standard sort of jetpack down the corridors. So now we've reached this area, we could also just hop out. One of the little issues that I've got with it at the moment, since there's a table in front of the seats, you pop out the side when you stop. But that's no real big problem. Now, one of the big problems that I was going to face when I was building this was actually turning this thing around in the tunnels, and the solution I came to this was have two remote control blocks. So I've got remote control block facing backwards and forwards, so that means it doesn't actually have to turn around in the tunnel, it only has to turn at the hub. So I think this time we're going to head towards the hangar bay, so let's actually activate our menu and we'll go towards the hangar bay. So we need to go down the remote control blocks. So there's the reverse module, and that one is set to hangar. So the first area is set to the hub, so it'll always go to the center, and then it will go to the hangar location. So we're going to tick that, and it should be on the way to the hangar bay. So let's actually turn back ourselves around. You can see it's navigating itself to the hub. Now, the way I've got this flying so level at the current moment in time is by getting the GPS coordinates. So the GPS basically just stays exactly on that level of the tram, so it goes through the corridor really smoothly, just like this. Now there is one I believe I've got a little bit off, and I think it's this area here, so we might see a little bit of tilting on the tram, or maybe not. Maybe it'll be quite a smooth entrance towards the hangar bay. So there you go. That's just a quite simple little tram system. I'm going to actually head into the drone hangar behind me and show you another way of launching these drones using a GPS sort of system, but it's something to take into consideration if you're actually building a large station and having a form of transport. So now we're actually leaving this area, we're going to head into the drone hangar, and as you can see, as this has been stationed here for quite some time, it actually moves into the upper area of the ceiling, so other drones and other items below can actually clear the ship itself. So we're in the actual drone lab now, and I've got a number of these micro henries that I've outfitted, so they'll actually exit the hangar using this system. You can see we've got a dropship over there as well, and I'll show you how these work. So I really wanted to set up on the button by turning the autopilot on and off, but the buttons just don't work for that feature at the moment. So I'm going to have to go through the control panel. So let's actually access the remote control, and we're just going to take the autopilot, and you'll see the drone instantly kicks into action, and it should start to fly down that corridor. Oh damn, I've not opened the doors at the end. We'll have to open them and hope they open fast enough by the time the drone gets down at the end. So these are opening up. The drone's going a bit fast. Please say that the doors are open. Yes, they have. They've opened just in time, and the drone has made a little bit of a mess up, but usually it travels down quite smoothly. I'll show you another drone. Every now and then, due to these little outcrops that are built on the side, the drones actually flick up to the side, but most of the time they don't. So let's activate two more this time. So we'll activate these ones over here. We'll go to the menu and we'll activate two more drones. So control panel, remote control, autopilot, perfect. And we'll go to this one, remote control, there we go, and autopilot as well. So these guys should line up at the entrance to the hangar and launch out to the predefined target coordinates, and that's when my drone operators actually take control of these drones and then actually use them to fight. But this is just a way of getting them out the base safely. You can see how they're using the landing gears to actually skid along the surface of the hangar. You see that all the drones come out perfectly, but I don't think this drone is. It's going to catch the end, isn't it? Oh no, yeah, look at that. Caught the end. The other drone come out perfectly. Every now and then you get one catching one of the side parts. Just an interesting way that you could use to launch your drones onto the planet's surface. So I'd really like to thank you guys for watching. This system using the GPS just makes transporting things around the station a hell of a lot easier. You can use trams. There's just infinite uses for this GPS, and the whole point of this video was to allow you to just visualize and have a good little bit of a feeling of what you could actually use the GPS system for. You can use it for trams, drones, and it's just an infinite sort of loop of different sorts of systems that you can actually use it for. And I'm very excited to have a mess around with this system itself. So we're back inside the tram, and we're about to launch straight down this other tunnel. We've got a little bit of clipping with the face by the look of it, but still very cool and very fun. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.